is up to my YouTube family? Today I'm gonna do a point of view and a story time. I want to explain to you guys how I brought the cheapest Infiniti in the country. The one that I'm currently driving right now, I believe, is the cheapest one that you can buy that still runs in the country. So I'm gonna go through how I ended up getting that in detail. So let's do it. I started off about, how long have I had this car? For about a year and a half. Around this time last year, I was doing car searching, just trying to find a good car because I wanted to buy. I was looking at a Honda Civic, looking at a Subaru, looking at a bunch of cars, but mainly like a Honda Civic or like a Honda Accord. I looked at an Altima here and there, but it wasn't really my type of thing because I wanted a hatchback. So I was looking at a Honda Civic hatch, and I wanted some type of hatchback, but I couldn't find it for like a decent price range. So I'm looking, and then suddenly I wanted a SUV at the same time. So started searching some more, and I don't know how I ended up coming across an Infiniti FX, but I came across the Infiniti FX and I fell in love with it. I was like, I have to have it. So initially I was just going for the 35, and I just wanted the Infiniti FX45. Didn't think much of it. Was like, all right, it's a V6, but the engine is great, it's reliable, it's SUV, and it's still sporty. It could still be sporty. So I was set. And I'm looking on Marketplace, I'm looking on CarMax, Car Gurus, looking everywhere for this car, and it's all damn near $10,000 and up for the car. Everywhere, Car Gurus, CarMax, everywhere is $10,000 up. So I go to this dealership that had it on CarMax for surprisingly like dirt cheap. It was like $2,600, and I'm like, okay, I found my car. Like, I'm gonna just fix it up and that'll be that. And I ended up going to the dealership, and the car is a complete and utter fucking wreck. The ceiling was falling off, the car didn't even start, the fucking tires were busted. It was a shit show. And they were trying to sell that car for anything over what, $2,000. They was trying to sell it for $2,600, which is absolutely crazy. They're never gonna get that, but that's what they tried to sell it for. I went there, it was a complete waste of my time. The car was just, it didn't run. So that happened, and then I just go back to the drawing board. I just go back to the online websites, trying to find a good Infiniti FX45, and I come across a car on Marketplace, 35. It was orange with black rims, and come across that, and I'm like, yo, I have to have it. It was $4,000. So it was way below the $10,000 prices that I would see on CarMax and Car Gurus, way below. So I said, all right, this is it. But at the time I was going to Jamaica, and I wasn't able to physically go get the car, transfer funds and all that stuff. So I asked my boy if he could do it for me. He said yeah, but at that time the guy was already in talks with several other people who had wanted to buy the car. So it kind of messed me up a little bit because I wasn't there. So he's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna need you to actually transfer the funds to me. I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine, my boy's gonna do it. But then I thought I wouldn't be able to test drive the car. I wouldn't know if it's a good car or not. So I ended up not going through with it, even though I really would have enjoyed that car. He said it was just some struts that I needed to fix, but the car, it runs. So, you know, I missed that opportunity, but it's all right. It was a 35, so it's not terrible, right? And then 2 weeks later, when I come back from Jamaica, I stumbled across another FX35, and this one's local to me, and I was like, okay, cool, I could also get this one. So I'm on talks with the guy in on Marketplace, and we ended up meeting up. I test drive the car. I look at the car. It's nice. I'm getting ready to buy, and the guy tells me, "Oh, I don't have the title with me. My father has the title, and he's in Morocco." I'm like, "So what the hell? Like, you're wasting my time again. How do you not have the title?" I had the money. I had everything ready. He didn't have the fucking title. I'm like, "Okay, cool." So, but I really wanted this car. I was set. So I'm saying, I told him, I said, "Okay, I'll wait until he comes back. When will he be back?" "Oh, I don't know yet." "Will he be back Monday?" "He might be back Monday." I'm like, "Okay, I'll wait till Monday." He's like, "Okay, like I'll hold it for you." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Oh, you need to put down at least $300. I'm like, "Put down $300? You don't have the title. So why would I give you money so that you could hold the car for me? And what, you just take my money and go? That doesn't make sense." He's like, "Well, do you want me to hold the car for you?" I'm like, at this point, no. Like, just sell it. He's like, you know what? I'll hold it for you. You came, I got you." I said, "Okay, cool." Lo and behold, I ended up finding the car that I have now, the FX45, on Marketplace. And amazingly enough, it was also for $4,000. And I was like, "Okay, this is it. This is my car." I didn't know at the time though that it was a 45. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was still another 35, because the way that it was marketed on Marketplace, I didn't see the 45 emblem. I just seen 35. For some reason, that's just what I thought. So my boy, me and him drove out, and at first the guy was telling me 4,000. I said, no, we can get it lower. So my boy, I told him to text him, and he ended up texting me. He told him 3,900. So we got it locked up for 3,900, but my boy was the person who was supposedly supposed to be buying it, even though it was me, right? So we ended up doing that. We go out to Jersey, because that's where he's located. We go all the way out to Jersey, and we do the exchange, but I don't test drive the car. My boy test drives it, right? He tells me the car's great, it runs, go ahead and get it. So I said, say no more. I brought the car. We exchanged funds. I got the title, and my boy drove it home. Feeling real nice driving my new car, yeah? This guy. And that was how I got the car. I'm gonna post a couple pictures of the car when I first brought it, and then the Marketplace listing, so you guys also see that it was for $4,000. And yeah, that's how I got this Infiniti here. So I mean, there was a lot more that went into it, because this guy, he brought it from an auction, and he ended up wholesaling it. He was trying to wholesale it, so he charged me $100 for the assignment of contract. So it ended up coming to $4,000, but it was really $3,900. And there's some other technical electrical stuff wrong with the car that I ended up fixing. It was minor though. The car drove home. Well, my boy, he drove it home. It got home, it was fine. So, and I still drive it to this day, so I'm actually happy with the car. It beat fucking spending, you know, $10,000 on an Infiniti, because it just still runs. So that's the story of how I was able to get an Infiniti FX45 for $4,000, which I believe is the cheapest Infiniti in the country. You guys let me know your thoughts down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Checking out.